That is the society standards of what we call a 10. But then you get a 10 that's created by women, where everyone is a 10. One umntana khona dog, she's dark as coal. Like she looking like
no, but there's nothing wrong with
nah. Listen, I love dark skinned girls, bro. I love them dark, I like them dark dindies, bro.
Yeah.
But there's those ones that look like warriors. Nah? And those ones that look like warriors are telling themselves that they are fucking 10s, bro.
No.
And you're like, what is a 10?
No, but then...
There you go.
Hold on.
There we
hold
go.
On. But they are a 10. They are a 10 though.
For who? What 10? Minus 10?
They are a 10. No, not minus 10. They are a 10. And you see, that's my thing. This is where preferences come in.
Hey, what's up, homies? Welcome to Tagger Homie. I'm sorry. I've got my homie Tabiso, I've got Muzo, and I've got Nick the Lick, aka SK Koza.
Today's hot topic is the wall/beauty standards. We'll be discussing at what point we feel that societal standards define how women have hit the wall, or when rather they've hit the wall, and what beauty standards are from different perspectives.
First,
some niggas have never hit the wall.
What's the wall first? Let's explain that. Just in case they think that it's your kind of wall.
So, from my understanding, I think it's when a woman peaks, and this does not apply
in her dating criteria, right?
No, like in terms of bear in mind, Wuti, the younger women are, the hotter they are. And the older men get, the more hotter they become. So it's a sensitive topic. I don't even like.
Yeah,
it's quite
so,
tricky.
So
and
what is it about?
controversial.
So what it's about, right? It's about preference, right? So according to the studies, the dating studies, they say the older they are, they become attractive, which is men, right?
Yeah.
And the younger woman becomes attractive in dating sites, right?
Yeah.
And that's because, in the perspective of men, it's about bearing children. When it comes to the women.
Yeah.
So when it comes to women and men, so women find men who are older more attractive because they are more established.
And yeah.
That's why they are
and
more
stable
attractive.
and yeah. There's a security aspect to
why they want. So they don't care about the nigga's performance. Or we rang.
No, but
because the older they get.
No, but if a guy is keeping healthy, I'm sure he can manage a good 2 rounds. And
too fair.
Yeah, as we've discussed, what point are you proving we'll share 4-5 rounds? Remember?
I mean, if you're paying the bills, why you gotta prove with 4 rounds?
but if you're unemployed, then we'll share.
Right, ladies?
And I mean, even if you want to do 4 or 5
right,
rounds, it's not gonna be every day.
True.
It wouldn't be every day.
True.
Like, if you have to have a normal sex life, you can't say every single time you're having sex that you're going through 4 or 5 rounds.
And another thing is that a good majority of men, not all the men, tend to want to date or want to marry someone who is younger than them. So only a few guys would find one at 25, which one at 37. It's a small percentage.
So here's my theory.
Which means that a good majority of men are actually after youth. That's why you find a 58-year-old man with either a 32-year-old or 28-year-old and all of that.
Here's the theory. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're gonna go into another segment of Neganomics. Basically, I compare a woman who puts her beauty or her sexuality first, right? Tends to be like a soccer player's career. You understand? So soccer player's career.
Yeah.
You find that they are hot when they are 18 to 20, right?
Yeah.
They are basically from 16 to 20.
Yeah.
You find that they're in development stage, right?
Yeah.
That's when the groomers, which are the 929s, they're the ones that are grooming them, yabo? So once they become from the 21 going up, right, to 29, then you find that soccer players like that have their peak in terms of their value.
Yes.
And
Their market
anytime
value.
you sell them at that time, they're high value. Every club is sorting after them. But once a soccer player reaches over 30,
yeah,
their value falls down. You
Yeah.
can look at how Cristiano Ronaldo has been the end thing, right?
yeah,
When he wanted to leave Manchester, what happened? He found out that not everyone is sorting out after him
'Cause he's
anymore
37.
because he's 37 years old.
yeah.
He's hot. He's got accolades, bro.
Yeah.
You know that can make people like, wow, you're amazing. But we're saying, wow, you're amazing, but we ain't willing to buy you. You know what I'm saying?
You
are
were,
willing.
you've been,
You've
amazing
been there. We
in
can
your
give
track
you.
record.
We can give you your flowers.
You've been there.
Yeah, but we're expecting you to go home after you get your flowers. You understand what I mean?
Act-
And you look at
Yeah.
Hans as well.
Yeah.
You know, that put
Also,
beauty.
don't make it about hands.
No, I'm saying, I'm
let's
talking.
also look at gents as well.
I'm talking about people that put their sexuality ahead of their talent, because talent is more long term. You
Like,
understand?
like,
If you look at Hans that
to put
put
in other
their
words,
talent,
you're putting your sexuality
yeah,
and
ahead
nothing
of
else on
That's
the
your
table.
yeah.
strongest
So
points.
when you look at Instagram models, right, they're in hot, and then get replaced. But when you look at a chick that has talent, like maybe she was a singer, an actress, or something, ahead of her beauty.
Or she's a
We're
lawyer,
not taking
she's-
away
yeah.
the fact that she's hot.
Yeah.
But that was ahead of her beauty. They stay relevant longer
Yes.
in the market
Yes.
than a chick that puts
Was just
because talent, that one is God given and it stays longer.
yeah.
But beauty is
Isn't
temporary.
beauty God given between?
It is.
You know, yeah, it's but it's like flowers. You know, it lasts for a few days. And
Yes,
you're beautiful for a few
correct.
days.
But it's
and
also
then-
God given, and some people are fortunate enough to never lose it.
Nick,
It's about how you maintain it.
Yeah, but
Quite, let's say.
Yeah, that's
if,
true.
If your strongest point
Yeah,
is
is your
in
beauty.
your physical attributes, then you're not as valuable. As this is a question, I just want you to clarify that. Is this what you're saying?
yeah,
You stand to be relevant longer if you are offering more than what
More than-
your looks are.
because my stance in this, and I keep saying this, and I'll keep saying it, is that when a nigga done fucking you, when he done smacking them cheeks, making applause, bringing everybody to the fucking room, when we done doing that, and a man's mental, it's gonna come to common sense now. A dude's gonna start asking questions. What else can you do? You understand? Because once we start having fun, we're done for having fun. We have to go back to our responsibilities.
true.
You understand? The reason why we men peak at an older age
Yeah.
is because from the onset, we were told that, listen, dog, it's either your talent or you ain't nothing. Like, we are not told, listen, the way you look, the way you want to get you there. No. You're told your talent. So what do? Invest in from the beginning, our talents.
And another thing is that when guys are looking at someone to wife, you don't just look at beauty, because if I die tomorrow, I need to make sure that the kids are well taken care of.
Sure.
That you've got the right mindset, you are driven, you're ambitious. Even if policies pay out,
Yeah.
you won't need another guy to come and tell you how to spend that money, or you're just going to blow. Like,
I blew it levels, yeah.
So guys also look at that. Yes, your beauty might attract me, but now, after what Nick is saying, after you've done the deed and you're done, you now look at what kind of person is this. That's where you are able to tell, this person's going to last for some time. I am going to fall in love with this person, or she's just for smashing purposes. That's where you distinguish with no, Dunderhead. Nope.
Yeah.
Marilonga she's
Yeah.
career driven. She wants to become something. She's not just looking at you, which you provide. Yes, a man must provide, but now she wants to get her own. And you want someone like that to have kids with and to settle down with, because then your kids are going to be taken care of. Because if you get a slay queen pregnant, she's just going to move on to the next guy.
Yeah.
Then your kids are under there.
That's why I say.
Mistreated.
That's why I say. I won't say all men, right?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to presume all men. I mean, most men, right?
Yeah.
They know from the moment they are with a woman what this chick is going to be, from the conversation, like what she's going to be. Like, if you can see that, listen, this conversation has intellect, has direction, has place, right? Okay, this one, I can wifey her, I can start something with her, I can include her in my plans.
Yeah.
But you can tell Jay, go to, oh, okay, this one, I can delete her numbers tomorrow, you know. But my question is, do women do the same with dudes? when they meet them? Do they know that listen,
Definitely.
you're just a sausage, or are you
Just
going
for the
to?
night, so for a long term.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as guys, on a more serious note, when it comes to just the name of the topic is just sensitive, where women hit the wall, and normally it happens.
I still say, why are we focusing only on women?
No.
Let's make
Let's
it
focus on
both
everyone.
ways.
You know why we focus on a lot
Not
of women?
only women, because men also hit
Yeah,
the wall.
men also hit the wall. But why it predominantly happens with women? That's why I keep saying from the onset that a lot of women are using beauty and sexuality as the goal. You know
As
what I'm
the
saying?
bargaining chip.
Yeah, not all women, remember guys, but a lot of women. And then the same results keeps happening to them. That's why they always keep popping up. When you look at social media, we look at everything. It's always the same case with a lot of them.
Actually,
but with dudes, it's the same. We know from the set standards of what's gonna happen to you as a guy. Okay, we've already told
if
you.
you're not making money,
Listen, bro, we know where you're going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why nothing will surprise us if a guy goes south.
Actually,
Understand? From the decision he makes, from the partner he chooses, from the decision of what he does with his career and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We are cool. We already know where you're going.
Nick, actually, what takes away from hardworking women
Yeah.
is that you can be a career woman, be driven,
Yeah.
want to be the CEO of top Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
Is that as long as women are still paraded half naked, whether it's pageants or whether it's bottle girls and everything, it will keep taking. You guys will never realize equality until you move that out of the way, because women are still objectified.
Yeah.
You're seen as objects.
Sexual beings,
Yeah,
yeah.
Not with me, ladies. Not with me.
yeah, well, as long as that is still happening, you guys will never see
Yeah.
equality.
Yeah.
Because now you working hard.
But-
But now she's
Yeah.
what about? Yeah.
But
also-
the
And
problem.
you know what's sad? You could really be the hardworking person. You're qualified. You really work your butt off on a daily, and you find that someone who's doing absolutely none
Absolutely
of that
Yeah.
lives
The
by
baseline.
far better than what you're doing
True.
or what you'll ever make in your lifetime, because simply they're pretty privileged. They're gorgeous.
One of the two reasons also stems from how we look at the pay gap. You understand? You hear women crying all the time, we're doing the same job, but we're not getting the same money, right? But here's the logic of men. We look at what industry has more investment into. That's how you get paid. You understand? So basically, you look at the beauty industry or the modeling industry. Who gets paid more there? Women, right? Why? Because the world is in demand
But I'm going to
of.
stop you there.
Yeah.
Not all women. Certain women get paid the most in that industry. So you have to look a certain way
You-
in that industry to earn more money.
Yeah, okay.
I think what he's trying to say is that
you get
it's
paid more than men.
dominated
Yes,
in,
by
like
women.
in terms of
You understand? In
which
terms of
gender benefits
who's
more.
getting more.
True,
You understand?
But just
If
also
we-
like
Yeah.
be cognizant of the fact that
Yeah,
it's
not all
in
women.
all women.
Okay.
Yes.
It's just like all industries where men are getting paid more. You find that all men are getting paid the same. You understand? That's why we have the argument to say no. Actually, there was that guy, that Jordan guy, who's a psychologist, who was telling the women that the pay gap thing doesn't exist actually, because in those industries where you think that men get paid more, it's actually a very small number of men. The same thing that you're saying, that not all women are getting paid the same. But when you look at that industry, the people who are likely to get paid more are women. You understand? So we go to the modeling industry, the people who are going to be the highest paid. You understand? When we look at maybe the top 5 or the top 10 highest
Top
paid
10, Giselle.
models
Yeah.
are going to all be females. They're not gonna. There's no male there. Why? Because there's a higher demand of them. Their kind of looks, their sexuality, their, you know.
It's like strip clubs. Like no one wants to go to a male strip club.
I do.
If you wanted to,
Yeah,
you would have
but-
went, because
Yeah.
one of the most popular strip clubs has a male stripper section.
Yeah.
You see, you didn't know about that.
I didn't.
It proves
Are you-
exactly what they're saying.
What is that other restaurant? Beef? What? That restaurant that has the male guys that serve you?
Hooters.
No, not Beef. There's another one. Beef.
Where they cook for you and shit like that.
No, it's old though. It's not like
You see why we don't know about it?
because men aren't sexualized. I get it.
Guys, let me just take it a bit deep. The concept of marriage is to build and it's to bear children and to build a life together, invest together, and all of that. But I think another point that society needs to understand is that women go through a lot of changes when they give birth. And the one person who should understand the most why your body has changed like this is the person who made you to be like that. And hence
Who's
why
that?
the person who got you pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hence why that person is supposed to accept you in that body and move on with you. Hence why that marriage concept works out so well.
No, but does it work out well though? Because the same people that got you in that situation are still the same people that cheat on you with someone who's younger and who's more fresh. Not being aware that they got you in a situation where you're now battling with your weight and you can't get back to the body that you are, and now all of a sudden you feel like you're not good enough anymore.
And forgetting that when they met you, you were not anybody's mom. You were the person that they are with
you were
now.
their type.
The person that they cheat.
Can I ask you a question? You know, I hear women talk this a lot, especially when they also define this whole men are trash thing, right? I'm always asking myself, like, have you ever asked the guy why he's with you? You understand? Clearly, if he's leaving you because based on your body or the way your changes are, then he wasn't there for anything else but that. You understand? You see, Hans will be coming.
The tough questions need to
be asked in the beginning.
Don't vibe.
And because I hear a woman like what makes us men create a standard in our lives where we don't feel sorry for each other when we make mistakes. You don't see us coupling together. You understand? You see a Michael B. Jordan coming out and saying, I broke up with this chick because she's a hoe, what, blah, 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 blah. You're not going to see us saying, oh my gosh, oh yeah, you're right, these women are what. We're not going to stand with a man. The first thing we're going to ask you question is, we're going to start questioning your decision. Why did you choose her?
Yes.
You understand? Here, what was. But when I look at women, right, like I've got a lot of female friends, like it's always like, they always support each other, like yeah, you're right, friend. No one is asking the question, but why did you choose him? You understand? What did you look at?
Did he tell you what his plans?
Yeah, did you see the red flags? If those questions were asked in the beginning and that became something that conditions within women, don't you think then you would have seen that guy before you even married him, that this guy is not into anything else?
I'm gonna say this: men are very good at pretending. Men are good at pretending. So a man can pretend until he gets what he wants and he's satisfied and he's got it, and then he will start showing you his true colors. Men are so good at pretending. But you guys are gents, you know this very well. If you want a hand, you will behave the way she wants you to behave. You'll do the things that you want, like she wants you to do, until you get what you're looking for, and then after that, it's bounce.
But there also needs to be accountability, because you guys sometimes ignore red flags.
Legit.
And you ignore it. I don't know, for whatever reason, whatever is attracting you to the guy, and then you cry wolf later on when shit hits the fan. Yes, guys are very
they were very good at hiding things. But the thing is that when you do what is this thing?
Like certain
when you do
things,
a research on someone, right?
Yeah.
You find that when you do a background check on someone, right? You have to understand where their mindset is, you know. So if a person does not come from a structured family, you know, a family dynamic, who doesn't understand what marriage is between two people who have been together for more than so many years, you can't expect a person like that. I'm not saying it's always going to be the case, but you can't expect a person like that to understand what marriage is. Yes. You understand? So when that person tells you that, no, I don't believe in marriage, and then you become shocked, I'm like where's your research? Like, how did you not pick up that? You understand? Because some of the things that when we get into relationships, the first question that's asked by our boys and the first question that's asked by anybody else is, what's our background? Where does she come from?
He filed. How much diabetes he filed? We totally filed.
The first question my grandfather used to talk about, and before he passed away, like the things that he used to talk about all the time is that don't marry a girl from this kind of background. And you'd seem like it's classist, you know what I'm saying? But you understood what this guy was trying to say once you start to see certain people.
And their behavior.
Yeah, like, listen, dude, there's a reason why for this. Because he says that, listen, those people do not carry those values that you're seeking for. You understand? That's why I say that the standard that we men set for ourselves is at a higher level. It's either you make it or you don't make it. It's not that we are supporting you. No,
there's no in between. Yeah.
There's no in between. Like, I'm for you. Let's go to the bathroom together. No, there's not that. No, that shit. Okay, it's either you make it or you don't. And it's a painful type of standard, but it assures that you don't reach, you don't get to those levels where shit fucks out for you. You understand? And that's why you find that a lot of things of ours, like our things, like
in essence, men are selfish. Think about it, like you're saying, men don't do that. I'm supporting you, I'm building you, but women do that. And that whole concept then...
And my problem is, as a woman, if you're like, I want a man at this level, and with these type of qualities, and he must already be built and whatever, then it's like, you're a gold digger, you're
materialistic, you're superficial.
Whereas with men, it's
exactly like you just said.
You know where I think we're missing it?
You just said,
But I think where we're missing it is that when you're talking about the support, I'm talking about your support is baseless. You're supporting a person just for the sake of supporting the person. You're not supporting the person based on logic. We're saying that we set standards that are harsh, but they are logical. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, listen, when you
don't support
you don't reach that level because we feel like we like you. You reach that level because you have the talent for it, you have the capabilities for it, you were educated for it, or whatever. That's how you reach that level. But you don't reach that level because you're saying, oh my gosh, I like you. You're such a nice person. Oh my gosh, I listened to your last album. You were great. No, we base you on what you have now. Like, that's why people fall off in our standards. You find a guy would be, relevant now, and then he's no longer relevant. Why is he no longer relevant? It's because we're not going to judge him by his last album. We're like, that album was dope, but what he's got now. The standard is here. It's high. And you're not reaching it, so fall off. That's why you find that we can be able to say that guy's a beta male, and all men agree. He's a beta male. What's his name? Will Smith. Beta male. Why do we say the beta male? Because we're like, no, don't call him a beta male. Why do you say he's a beta man? Because we've set the standards. We're like, say, dude, if you are going to let these things happen to you, you can't call yourself an alpha. And that's the standard.
And another thing, it's wrong to call Hans gold diggers, but also look at it from the perspective of the guy. I'm broke right now. You guys are beautiful. I can't attract you. Once I start making money, I start attracting you. Guys are not dumb. A guy knows exactly what
he needs to do. Yeah, the truth was told from the beginning.
Exactly what attracted to him. And then when he speaks to the boys, like, no, but were you gonna attract this honey if you did not have this Ferrari? You did not have this $1 million.
We are honest with each other.
Then so just be careful. Do whatever you do, but don't pay attention to it. So guys know exactly what you're coming there for, because if you didn't have it, you were not gonna go there. So and once you date, it takes a special kind of woman to convert that into a proper relationship. Like, for example, if a guy is Nick is in construction, it's getting him contacts, getting him like tender documents. Babe, I went on this, I found this, apply for this, babe. Do this. That goes a long way. And I remember I explained on one of the episodes that guys are the easiest creatures to get to. For example, guys are very close to their moms. I said, if Nick goes to the Val to go visit his mom, just buy a 3 liter of cookies and like, this is for your mom. Once you've won the mom over, his ass does not matter, because now the mom's gonna keep okay, Tabiso, hi mama, he's gonna have to bring you back home because
I have no choice.
Who's this girl who gave you all of it? Guys are the easiest to get to. You just need to start thinking, like, get them network contacts, charm the shit out of the mom. Once you've got the mom and the sisters, you can date Rihanna, but Tabiso okay.
Okay, I get that. But let's go back to the topic.
Okay.
What is the wall?
Yeah. So
the wall is reaching the peak and then dropping.
Now I think when you put temporary things ahead above long-term things, like I said before, like we men, I told the truth from the onset. Like, listen, if you're not gonna have anything to offer to society, this is where you're going. You understand? There's no cushion about it. There's no candy floss about it. This is the standard. Either you reach it or you don't. That's it for men. That's why you find that a lot of men we don't have groups where we talk about, oh my gosh, these girls don't like us. We know what we have to do.
For girls who like it.
That's why we are able to accept rejection better than women.
Yes.
You feel
Because
me?
we were rejected
Because
all the way from primary
yeah,
school.
all the way from primary school. We were told it to our faces. Girls told us to our faces, you're not tall enough.
You are ugly.
You're not what? You're not ugly. You're skinny. You are told to your face.
So now
But
when
reject
girls-
a woman, you are gay.
So now when girls tell you
man.
now that you're handsome, you're like, because you've known since primary school that your ass is ugly. But
You understand?
then be like, oh.
But when you have to tell
you
a
suck it
girl,
up.
when you tell a girl the truth, it's like, oh, my abuse sensitive. You can't say that about a woman.
That's why we have to show
I'm
up
like,
things.
but those, the fact that you're nurturing yourself like the way is how I think is why the wall is hit harder for women than dudes. It's because the truth was never told to them beginning. So you find that a lot of them are delusional all the way till the end. By the time they realize it, it's like, oh, the wall is here. Then, bah,
Chaile, Baba.
chai.
Chaile.
And then you find them at 40 saying, oh, you know what, I should have done this. It's too late. You understand? But if the truth was told from the outset. But you find that women that grew up in the influence of men usually find themselves in better relationships, get married, everything goes well for them. You understand? They know what to present forward.
Yes.
Then, because...
And besides that, another advantage is that they know tricks that guys would pull.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
this one is just looking for ass. It's
Yeah.
not here for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And another thing is that on dates, guys, stop going for vibes. Ask the tough questions. What is your credit score? What's the last special thing you did for your mom? Because now what society has put out there is that you just need to make sure he's got a job, he's got a car, he's got a house. Personality Tinjani is a serial killer.
What medications do you take?
Yes,
Do you
like-
take epilim? Do you take...
And then ask him, what are your plans? Ufunani kimi? Let me know. If you want S, let me know. Although I won't give it to you, but I'll appreciate that you told me straight up. You guys
From
just
the
go with the
get-go.
vibes.
Yeah.
Uhamba like 5 or 6 months. You don't know whether you guys are
You're
in a
gonna ask,
relationship.
what are we?
Or
a
you guys-
few months later.
Yeah.
like
What
that.
are we?
What are we?
after
Yes.
You've been behaving like you're in a
Yeah.
relationship.
Ask before smashing with the chief. I want to find out.
Ufunani.
Ufunani kimi. And once a guy makes his intentions clear, yes, he might lie, but then you won't feel better because you asked the right person and then you just got troubled.
Yeah.
Ask. And then when you're asking, then you're going to see the red flags. Chief, this one wants to rock. This one wants to rock.
Just vibes.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So in terms of this wall, right?
Yeah.
Where do your beauty standards come in as a male?
Let's
and
first-
as a female as
Yeah.
well, because
Yeah.
I think we also have standards as
Yeah.
females.
Correct.
So what would you then define as beauty standards for you? And
As males.
yeah, and how does that then
There's no beauty standards for
with
males.
with the
let's-
wall?
This talks. For males.
Let's first-
This
let's
is our
first-
beauty standard.
So you don't have a preference when it comes to females?
Or that
Yeah.
you're asking about
Yeah,
us.
like so your beauty standard when you like what is your ideal? This is my type of thing.
The first thing that attracts you is probably the body and the face. Before you find out Uti, umuntu onjani, the personality and all of that.
Because we are visual
Yes.
creatures.
Yeah. You visualize it. Oh no, she looks good. You know.
The thing is that to understand that question, you have to first understand how the perspective of women or modern women, or at least the media influencing women, looks at beauty and how generally society was looking at beauty from the set. When we're talking about a 10, we're talking about a chick who's getting contracts in modeling, chick who can appear on all
Vogue,
these things, get
whatever,
paid,
yeah.
just for being existing. You know what I'm saying? She can't DJ, but she's getting paid. You understand?
Wow, that shit.
She's getting paid. She's getting paid higher than people who can DJ. I'm just
No
saying.
cap.
I'm just saying no cap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? then you're like, okay, sure, eternally. Because now he's making people, you're hypnotized. Like for a long time, I used to look at this girl who used to act. What's her name again?
Don't say.
Megan Fox.
Okay.
Megan Fox, dog. I didn't know she couldn't act for a long time, and I think a lot of men
Because she was
didn't know
hot.
because of how hot she was. She hypnotized us. When somebody mentioned
Megan
it,
Fox can act.
she can't act, but some person mentioned it on a Twitter or something like this. She can't act. And then when you start going back to the movies that she was acting in, and you start looking at her from a critical point of view, from an artistic point of view, then you're like, oh shit, she can't act. But because of how hot she was, you keep you're passing all those things like, oh shit, oh shit. You understand? So, but that's what we call a 10. You know, when you put us in that position where we can't see shit. You understand? That is the society standards of what we call a 10. But then you get a 10 that's created by women, where everyone is a 10. One umntana corner dog, she's dark as cold. Like she looking like
no, but there's nothing wrong with
that. Nah. Listen, I love dark skinned girls, bro. I love them dark dillies, bro. Yeah. But there's those ones that look like warriors. Yeah. And those ones that look like warriors are telling themselves that they are fucking 10s, bro.
No.
And you're like, what is a 10?
No, but then
there you go.
Hold on.
There we go.
But they are a 10. They are a 10 though.
For who? What's it? -10.
They are a 10. No, they are a 10. And you see, that's my thing. This is where preferences come in. So for you, it's not a 10. It's a -10.
You see what I'm talking about?
For someone else,
you see what I'm talking about?
This is where we have to define.
This is where the wall hits.
Exactly.
The fact that you were not honest with her, that because you look like a warrior, you know, you look like a Zulu warrior, like you should be in front line or Shaka Zulu's warriors. Like you would say the people first, and then we come and attack.
Yeah.
Instead of you saying that shit,
No,
you're like, no, baby, because you're beautiful. And it's that shit.
But she is
by the
beautiful.
time when she realizes when 10,000 men rejected her, and she's about to hit the wall, and she realizes, fuck, that girl lied to me. Tabiso lied to me. I am not a 10. I ain't shit. I ain't shit.
So I wanna, for example, when Nick is talking about the warriors, with guys are very logical.
I'm a soldier.
Yeah. So for example, if you ask Nick, like, Nick, bring 3 of your hot friends, Nick will be like, when I do I set this one out, we are very straight. When I set this one out, Mang Tabang set this one out. What? And he's taking the fighters.
The ones that always land. Yeah.
But with you guys, Bati, bring hot friends.
So bring
Take a warrior friend when you are cheese. Show me. Asa.
Kola has like this in the bathroom. You're so beautiful. You are great. You are God.
No. Mangena your friend.
Manje, guys have to play that ching chong chang to see who's gonna go and talk to her.
So, Mari, another thing with girls is that I think girls, you guys will correct me if I'm wrong. If you're the hottest in the group, it gives you an advantage. Hence why you don't want to just chill with just hot girls because there's too much competition. Am I right or wrong?
You're wrong. You're very wrong.
You know, I can also agree with them because I've seen a squad of like hotties. And you find that the girl who's leading the one who's leading.
Toxic.
That's not really toxic. I think everybody knows.
The one beautiful hand with
their
friends.
position.
Everybody knows their position.
Also low striker, low midfielder,
low defender.
You know.
Yeah, but nobody wants to be the defender.
What? You know what? No, I beg to differ. I find when you've got, I even jokingly once said, Guti, I don't have a circle of friends. I've got a ring of fire. Because I know when we pull up, that's what's up. Because when we pull up, variety. You've got a model, tall. You've got thick. No. A ring of fire, please.
Ring of fire. Ring of fire.
You have your model there. You've got a yellow burn. You've got a dark girl. You've got someone who's right in between. But in essence, I find that it's so much fun if all of you are gorgeous.
As when I go back to the whole rejection thing, I remember when we were in high school. So that's a house party. So we've got like a house party. Now it's getting a bit late. So we're like, as guys, if we Tinazamachita select within Funa Utabis or Funu Moods or what if Lomudo Agakfunu and then it messes up the whole party because then Konaba Funu come. And then we switch things around. Like we as guys, we can handle anything. Like you girls, you talk about it, then you select who you want, so everyone is happy and everyone can have a good time. Yeah, well, it just didn't work out for me that night because. Because of, I don't know who put that girl first. Like, I want you. So I'm like, no. I suppose I don't come to Kala.
Let's go shuffle.
Look,
and then you can't say no twice now.
You have to.
And the person I
can't reshuffle.
Yeah, the person I wanted, I watched her kissing. One of them come up, fuck.
Yeah.
What's the guagubi?
Oh,
Yeah, I hear you.
a grenade, my boy. A grenade. So yeah.
Landmine.
Okay, so now while on, what's cute, what's not, let's take into consideration there's surgery and shit like that. Where then do you now say, oh, this girl didn't buy a body, so I can't compare it to the one that bought it, or this person didn't buy their beauty? How then now do you have realistic and fair comparisons? Because if somebody has the privilege of buying the body, how then does the person who doesn't have that privilege compete fairly?
It goes back to what we've been saying.
You add value.
Yeah.
You add value because that person might come up with made up boobs, made up ass, but that's the only thing she's putting on the table. And you can only
when a nigga done fucking you, exactly. But
add value.
that's why I say
but now,
women are exaggerating their standards.
But what about, okay, let's say person A has perfect body. Naturally, they've got small, or let's just say perfect body. Let's not get into specs. Perfect is relative from person to person. But so does person B. Person B bought it. However, both of them are smart girls, personalities there, they're driven. So you can't quite take away from what's not physical. The only difference is that this one bought it and then this one is natural. And obviously natural looking will not look exactly the same as what's bought. That's, there's a difference. But however, if you're being realistic, you say, for someone who's not done any work, this person is perfect. They've got everything intact, snatched, whatever. So in that situation, that's why I'm saying how, as a man, how would you then say, okay, who are you gonna pick and why?
Can I ask a question? How long do these, is it implants or whatever?
Yeah.
Does it have like a lifespan?
I'm not too sure. I don't want to lie, I'm not too sure. Because at this point, a lot of people are not doing implants anymore. They literally take existing fat from their bodies, like a BBL, and put it in the butt. So that's...
We've been saying this and we keep on saying this. Women exaggerate their standards. You understand? When we talk about the society standards, which are also equivalent to men's standards, you understand? We base it on certain criteria. You understand? And you'll find that women, because they love being princesses and living in fairy tales, they create shit that does not exist. You understand? You'll find that within our criteria, we tell you straight up, listen, this is my market. I'm into dark skin chicks. So it doesn't matter how light you are, or whatever the fuck you do, you are not gonna appeal to me because I've already made my decision. I'm into dark skin chicks. One will come and say, listen, I'm into thick chicks. Doesn't matter what you do.
Doesn't matter how beautiful you are. As
you're not gonna change that shit. That's the standard. You understand? And I said we grew up with the reality of what's real. That's why we are able to make up our minds at that moment. You understand? Those who can't make up their minds, I usually didn't grow up with, their bitch meter is usually on higher lead. Yeah, I need to tell you guys about the bitch meter that exists in all men. That's another episode, Negonomics, guys. I will explain that. But yeah, the bitch meter is usually high. They were not raised well to understand their decisions. But every man, every boy must have some male influence in their lives to be able to grow up to understand their decisions when they make it. You understand? So when a man says, listen, you will always see a man who understands his decisions by the consistency of the type of hands he goes for or the type of things he goes for. Then you know that this guy knows what he wants. There's no change in that. There's no, you can't affect that. You can't come there with your fake shit and try. This nigga knows what he wants. If he likes croissants, he's on to croissants. That's it.
But it still does not answer what I'm asking.
Which is?
Well, let's factor out your personality and so forth, because you find you can't say because somebody's gorgeous that they don't add value. You could find both these people on a scale of what's not physical. They have the same. You find they're both hardworking women. These people are both people with substance. But now the only difference between these two of them is that the one person bought all of but now what I want to understand is, as a male, how are you? No, not even how do you differentiate? You know, this person bought the body, that person didn't.
But don't crucify for buying the body.
I'm not saying what I'm trying to understand. What I'm asking is, as a man, I want to hear from a man's perspective that if you have to choose between those two, and the only difference really quite between them is that this one bought a body and this one didn't. So which one is like?
You choose the one with more substance, guys. But man,
exactly.
You guys are not natural every day. There's hair, there's makeup, there's all of this.
And we know.
So we've accepted it. We're already used to that. If she bought it and she's got more substance than the other one, you're taking her.
Yeah.
And
what would you define as substance?
Something like you have more to offer, like maybe like we added before, personality, like
you connect more with
you connect with you more.
You've got shit going on for you, and you'll add value to my life if I keep it in my life.
Even when I have like intellectual conversations with you, do I get some sort of progress from you? Like, oh shit, this is actually going somewhere.
So it stops being physical now at that point.
That's why I say
you can't
after sex.
That's why I keep on saying once a guy done fucking you, what else can you do? If you're a one-trick pony, then you must be ready to be replaced.
So in essence, you're saying that the natural women stand just as big a chance as the bought one, because I find so many people are falling under pressure. Everybody looks the same.
That's why
everybody looks like. Even face. Guys, have you seen Instagram?
Yeah, they think that's the standard.
It looks like everybody's related. Everybody looks like they're related.
Hence I keep saying to you,
people are Chinese.
Women have created. Maybe it's because they've been leading the standard of how women should look, but they've created a standard that does not exist. They think that this is what men want. Like you can hear all the time, like when you hear even female content, like, no, men want this, one man. Like, dude, have you asked a man what they want? The minute they ask a man they don't want to agree with him. No, you are what. You find out that the dude only asked for 3 things. He didn't ask for a whole list of things. He only asked for 3 things, and they're crying about that. Man, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But
and to further stress your point, you find most people who buy bodies, you find the man paid for it, so he loved you or liked you even before you did that. But now because you're feeling under pressure because of whatever, you're the one who's like, oh no, I want this and this and this and that. And I mean, even if it's not under pressure, like I guess it's your own decision. But if somebody is going to give you money to buy a butt, does it not show you that that person likes you even if you don't have one? You get me? So what you're saying really is saying that it's within us, really. We're the ones creating all of that.
That's why I've said it even before, even when I had the argument about the Me Too thing, right? I don't want to go into deep into that, episode for that. But I always said that, listen, that thing was weaponized by women. And that's why it lost its potency, the Me Too movement. Everything that has to do with women, whether they're progress or decline, it's women. It's the same thing with black people. Like the reason why you find that whether we progress or not progress, it's really black people who are the truest enemies. You know what I'm saying? That's why you find that people don't want to support you just because they hate you or whatever. You understand? And you're holding another back. You don't want to support another black person because or what. But look what happens when we do put all that shit aside. We can see it by the evidence of both rape or batu. What can happen when black people put all that shit aside, you understand? And we can see by the progress of women like Serena Williams and all that stuff, when women put their shit aside and say, look, we're gonna support you. You understand? That's why I say once people start being fucking factual about shit, being honest about shit, like listen, we are going to support you, not because I like you, but I'm gonna support you because you actually have the fucking talent to do it. Then, trust me, the world will be further away for the women.
And I get a little bit of more unity. Because the one thing I think that also does create that illusion is the competition. Like you always feel like you want to be better than the next person, or the next person shouldn't be better than you. Once you erase that delusion,
but do you not think that comes from like a young age, like growing up?
It does.
At a young age, you're always like, we always, as a young girl, you're always compared to the other child, or your hair needs to look like this.
That's true.
This is how a girl
like
looks.
mama,
this is how a girl
like
Palisa. And then it builds that thing where you start to compare yourself to other, females.
You look outside your lane.
And then obviously as you grow, it's always a thing of, so and so is more snatched than me, or this person bounced back from pregnancy better than me. Oh, why? You know, like you start to compare yourself where it's not really necessary. So it's always a thing of like you're always looking over your shoulder to see what the next female's doing.
Yeah.
And you always want to be a step ahead of someone else because so and so I never unpale.
Yeah, there's a lot of unlearning unlearning that needs to be done, you know.
Yeah.
And I think we should try to be a generation that raises our children better. You know, where you know that the shortcomings of your parents, where you know that they used to compare you with somebody else or they were steering you into a career that you didn't want. Those are things we need to take note of and try to do better so that for the future generations that they don't have to encounter what we're encountering and we don't have the same challenges repetitive over and over again, you know. Yeah.
And this unity thing, it needs to make sense. Don't say I'm united with you because.
Wait. Unity amongst females?
Yeah.
But that also starts with walking into a room and there's females and you actually greet. Most females will just get in there and sit down.
That's true.
That's true.
So what
Your hands have issues,
yeah,
bro.
But you know, not all the time. I guess it's always also about
Also getting into the room and reading the energy is also a thing because
No, but
sometimes you
no.
walk into the room,
Yeah.
you're a bubbly person, you're like hi, and then people just look at you like.
But it's fine. It's better to have come in and said hi than to sit and assess and somebody assume that you sat down because you're being sassy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's just basic manners. You know,
ngaphela 5-10 hours ngalazi igama lakhe. Yo bro, listen, pass me that. Yo, what? Listen, one day Betty, no, your nigga was what was involved in a fight. And which nigga? Bro, man, ubafo. Oh yeah, that time his name is Nick. I don't even know because more figure you adapt. Chance remember fit. Otherwise, what? That's one thing that I've seen that women tend to miss.
We don't have that.
Yeah, a lot of
We have it in the ladies' bathroom though.
And you guys about the bathroom thing. That's like you about the bathroom thing.
Unity. I love you because you're so
amazing.
That's like I said. It all starts with the
I've never
eyes.
been the ladies' bathroom.
It all starts with the eyes thing, you know.
But you know what?
The hands when they come in the room.
Yeah.
First thing the hand does, looks at you at top, bottom. Then you know already where charger. That's where the problem is.
And then
with guys, oh yeah, get sure. Hola boy. And then afterwards, you go like, okay, you know. But we don't really judge dudes like that. Like we out in front of let's be good. But hands the minute they come in, every time I've never missed it. They always start up, down. Look, what are you wearing? What are you doing?
Like I'm not a
and then the facials like expression starts changing, and you see her going, I'm gonna get it.
After my children.
And then a friend,
come to the bathroom.
You're not a trauma. Hey, let's go talk in the bathroom. Holding hands there, you're gonna go talk shit about somebody. That's why they don't have that unity.
But when you guys are drunk, you guys are the best to each other.
But you know what? It's not even about drunk. Sometimes you know you find that you get to a place you're not that kind of a person. You walk in, you greet everybody. Now you've broken the ice. And now there's no need for looking up and look at today. I don't think we had any of that here. Even the last time we were shooting, we didn't have any of that because nobody came with that state of mind. They're going to compete or whatever. Nobody cares.
There's not a lot of you.
Like,
if there were 50 of you, maybe it would be a different story.
Be your true authentic self. Own lane, own pace, own race. You know, be true to who you are and don't try to compare yourself to the next person, like Mokso said.
Totally.
Be comfortable, even if you're a warrior. Be comfortable with being a warrior. There's nothing as beautiful as a woman who knows who she is and what she is capable of and is confident in her own skin. So I think that's the main thing for me from this whole topic is to say whether society is going thick or thin or you know, BBL or whatever the case is, once you're confident with who you are and you're authentic with who you are, I don't think it should ever bother you of what the beauty standards are or if you've reached that wall.
Set your own standards in essence. Yeah.
In closing, you
can see her, she's like, dang, there's some shit right there.
She felt that. In closing,
like what?
In closing, In closing, basically, oh shit! Oh, I was gonna say something, but
yeah, no, close.
Okay, I see again.
Yeah, I was gonna say basically, the simplest way to not hurt your feelings and not to go above your means is understand your market. You know, understand that which attracts you and what you attract, and stick to that, because going beyond that is only gonna cause you to go out of character. You understand? And that's what will then cause you to try and reach standards that were unnecessary for you to reach in the first place.
True.
And that's all the advice I can give you.
Yeah.
I'm done with that.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up on our video notification bar so that when we post our next video, you're notified. Tag a homie.
Guys, in 3, 2, 1, welcome to Tag a Homie.
Yeah! Them girls are fun!
Yeah!